A massive pipe, perhaps iron or lead. Presumably it transports something from the town into one of the caves down here. And probably, I really don't want to know what it is. How does something like that end up in the trash? If I had a bongo drum, I'd play it all day long. At night. And then others would throw it in the trash. Ah, got it. Yeah. I don't feel like playing. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. Maybe it's a symbol warning visitors about the evil in the hole. Or maybe it keeps the evil trapped down there. There are ancient symbols that can do just that. There isn't much you won't find down here. Hamster wheels, for example. Back in the White Ridge Mountains, I had to listen to long lectures by the cellar master about different types of stone and minerals. Can't really claim that I listened all that attentively, but that looks like a coal vein to me. The hole is eerie. Whenever you get close, it feels like icy fingers are reaching for you. Ah! What the heck? Hey, what's the big idea? Did you build this trap? I'd love to, but I'm stuck. Hey! Stop that! Stop that! Are you nuts? Hey, little fella. I could use some help here. Hello? I think it's trying to hide from me. I probably scared it. An old rope, still in pretty good shape. I can't quite reach. An old rope, still in pretty good shape. Got it. That didn't work. Hey, you! Hi there, I just want... An approximately fist-sized stone. That would really hurt if it hit me in the face. I hope it stays on. There we go. Great. And now, the old heave-ho. That got it. Hey, wait. I'm not going to hurt you. The rope helped me once. Maybe it can again. That must be one of the monsters Ethel was talking about. Better if I have a plan on how to overpower it before it notices me.
Oh, hello. You must be the terrible monster that was destroyed by my son's wonderful trap.
No one would ever expect a workshop like this under a junk heap.
Thanks. Built it all myself. I worked on it day and night. Didn't want to disrupt slate production, of course. But it was worth it. My son's an inventor, just like his old man. Here he can learn everything he'll need for later in life.
I'm Wilbur Weathervane. You're not going to eat me or anything, right?
Wilbur? You're not Nate's little friend, the one that was caught by the orcs in the wildlands?
You know Captain Nate?
Know him? We idolize him. Without him, I'd never have met the love of my life, Esther. Gulliver's the name. Welcome, Wilbur Weathervane. Feel at home. Any friend of Nate's a friend of ours.
I remember Captain Nate talking about zombies who helped him in the wildlands. Anyway, what brought you here to Seastone?
A better life. If you can make it in Seastone, you can make it anywhere. Hard work still pays round here. I learnt that from Bill. He got us the job here.
Bill the merchant?
The most successful trader in Seastone. Only just arrived in town and we're working for a man like that. Not bad, eh?
I'm not so sure if Bill is really such a great guy.
How can you say a thing like that? It was him that smuggled us into town, even though zombies aren't exactly popular here. Sure, it wasn't cheap, but Bill has his costs, and he created a possibility for us to work off our debts. We build these slates for him. They're a hit, he says. He always wants more.
Hey, I had one just like that.
You see? A hit. Bill has a nose for good business. I'll work hard and learn from him. Then I can finally offer my family what they deserve.
And Bill came up with the idea for the slates. I never would have believed it.
Why not? He's very innovative. He copied the idea from a trader down south with his very own eyes. At first, he had a couple of carpenters from the lower town work on it, but they just kept wanting more and more gold. Didn't give Bill a chance. He had to let them go and shift production down here. We were lucky that we were standing at the gates at just the right moment and were looking for a job. And now we're just one batch away from earning our own gold.
How do you deliver the slates to the upper town?
Have you seen the hole above the pile of rubbish? Bill lowered us down through it, and every time we finish a batch of slates, we ring the bell and he sends down a basket.
So the hole in the ceiling's the only way out of the underworld?
The only one I know about. And we don't need any more. The current batch is our last. Esther, Nate and I will be pulled out of this stinking place and can finally begin our undead lives in earnest up there. Yes, we promised an old friend we'd name our first child after him.
And this little robot?
Nate.
Nate?
We promised Nate we'd name our first child after him. We actually wanted to wait a bit, but my little cherry blossom started having problems with depression, said I worked too much and that she felt lonely. You know how women are.
No.
So then we built Nate. Well, we started him off at least. He did the rest himself. He's a great little inventor.
Nate built himself?
Once he could hold a screwdriver, there was no stopping him. But he doesn't only tinker with himself, he invented most of the machines in here.
That thing too? It's really impressive. What does it do?
That? He got it in his head that a machine could do my work quicker. But as you can see, it's not working.
I think I scared Nate earlier.
He's shy and has never seen anyone like you before. In fact, he only knows Esther and me.
Where is Esther?
Oh, at home, but it's not really presentable.
Oh well, no hurry, maybe later. When will the next delivery be ready?
Never, by the look of things. No electricity.
If I help you, will you take me with you when you leave?
Why not? If you help us, we'll help you too. Of course we will.
Right. Then, so why don't you have electricity?
That's what I would like to know. I guess it's got something to do with those darn rats. They use the same cables as us. They probably wanted to sabotage production.
I can't believe that. The rats are very nice.
Nice? They attacked my wife, wanted to eat her. And now I'm sure they want to prevent us from working our way out of poverty. Don't talk to me about nice.
There's a lot to do. Best I get to work.
That's the spirit. You only get anywhere in this life through hard work.
I've never seen tape that wasn't useful for something. Hi, Timmy.
Hi.
Ethel believes there's monsters down there, but they're only zombies and robots as far as I can see. They seem to be very nice.
The skull throws things at us when he sees us. The little robot runs away if I get too close.
Maybe I can get them to be more friendly towards you. It looks like the power supply's broken.
It's been down for 2 days.
What happened?
The same that's happening all over. Little Van Buren had some fun. We nicked electricity from the old role-play machine in the inn. And the inn's not there anymore.
The inn? Not there anymore? What about Sloth and Blout?
They're fine, for now. They play along nicely and keep their heads down. They might have a chance.
Oh, bother. Would it be inappropriate under current circumstances to ask you to go for a run in a hamster wheel?
I'd say. That's why you'd never ask me, right?
Of course not. And would it also be inappropriate to ask Ethel to do it? Yep, of course. Nothing will happen to Remy. He's the toughest rat I know.
But he's all alone down there in that terrible hole.
Maybe. It's not all that terrible.
No one has ever dared to go down there, apart from Uncle Remy and his grandfather. That hole is evil. I wish I could have gone down there with him.
Ethel's an excellent cook, but a little special, isn't she?
Totally crazy.
I might have expressed that a little differently.
Her cage in the lab was just above the cauldron. Too many fumes. But she's harmless, and the best alchemist around.
I know this isn't what you want to hear, but you know any way out of these caves?
Dozens?
Even one in my size?
No. Apart from the unreachable hole in the ceiling, of course.
That's exactly what I was afraid of. Hi, Ethel. Remy's gone. He's descended into the dark hole.
Oh, he is so brave, all alone in the dark.
He's taking another big risk. I wonder if that's such a smart idea.
Oh, one of the downsides of risk is that it's risky.
Do you know if there's a way out of here? A gnome-sized one, I mean.
That big? No. However, Monsieur de Dumas has a shrinking ring.
He took it with him.
Then he probably wanted you to stay here.
He can't understand that Maybe I'll feel better after a few weeks at home.
Maybe yes, maybe no. He needs a friend by his side. Not maybe, not in a few weeks. Now. Thinks the world of you. All rats do.
Then I'm afraid you've picked the wrong guy. Remy should never have locked me up in here. He should have just let me go.
Had his reasons, always has.
He should know that no matter how complicated it is, sooner or later, I'll find a way out of here. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing.
Perhaps that is why.
The soupy stew smells surprisingly good.
What do you mean, surprisingly? Do you want a bowl?
What, exactly is in the stew?
Vitamins, carbohydrate, bit of fat, roughage, fluoride. Want some?
That's not what I meant.
Bodies are alchemistic machines. They aren't interested where their energy and lubricants come from.
But my stomach might.
Oh, don't be daft. All the rubbish is perfectly fresh, and I know what I'm doing. So, want a bowl or not?
Well, I guess I'm kind of hungry.
One stew coming up.
This tastes fantastic.
Cooking is like alchemy, just fewer explosions.
Hi, Ethel. Do you have any idea why there's no electricity?
Nope, not a clue. Don't like electricity. Like fire. It's warm and gives light. Can be explained in terms of alchemy. Electricity is like magic.
I have to be going, Ethel.
Don't let them get you, my biggin.
Doesn't look like the wheel got used much. Somewhere there's a lazy fat hamster. The fur would fall out right away. I need some way to attach it. I attached some double-sided tape to both the outside and the inside. Two are better than one. No, that would just ruin the fur and it wouldn't be fluffy and soft anymore. I'm not quite sure why, but I glued the fur onto the inside of the wheel. That might even work. Wow! You can inflate rat water skins. Who'd have thought? Okay, I'll put the balloon in the middle. I don't get to say this often, but I'm too big for that. Hey, a water wheel. Not bad. But it still needs a few blades. I'll just ask Ethel for a few more potions of stew. Thanks. If I eat another thing, I'll explode. 8 bowls on the hamster wheel. That should do. I stuck the soup bowls to the outside of the hamster wheel. Looks like the water wheel on the spring stream in the White Ridge Mountains. I taped the fur to the inside. When the wheel rotates, it will rotate with it. The inflated water skin then rubs on the fur. And this is the moment of truth. No problem, if you know your way around known physics. Hi, Gulliver.
Hello, Wilbur.
I am the master of electricity.
Excuse me?
We've got electricity again.
Really? Looking good. We're back in business. As soon as we've solved the other problem, we can finish off the batch.
There's another problem?
Bill changed his order 2 days ago. New slates have to be fluffy and pink instead of black.
Fluffy and... So what now?
According to Bill, it's the law. Esther is already looking for a solution. Please go and ask her how she's getting on.
Okay, but once we've solved the problem, can we get out of here?
Of course. As soon as we have a solution, the batch will be ready in 2 or 3 weeks.
The acoustics down here are funny. That sounded like 2 to 3 weeks, even though I'm sure you said hours or days, right?
I wish. If all goes well, I can manage 3 slates a day. 4 if I put in a night shift. A couple are pretty much finished. Bill wants 80.
I want out of here, and I don't want to wait another 3 weeks.
You can't always get what you want. Perhaps you can help me cutting the rock later. That might save 2 days.
But, Hi, you must be Esther.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi, Nate. I'm sorry if I scared you earlier. Gulliver's promised to take me to the surface with you if I help you with the delivery. He said you're making the fluffy pink covers for the slates.
Oh, I'm not ready yet. And it's not a cover. I'm trying to mix a fluffy paint.
A fluffy paint?
Yes. There are hardly any fluffy materials or furs down here. But old paint and chemicals are here in abundance.
I've never heard of fluffy paint.
Well, there are warm colours, cold colours, neon colours. Why shouldn't there also be fluffy colours?
I'm not sure if a fluffy paint is the right way.
It's the only way. We have to work with what we've got. I'm sure that a good alchemist could find the correct mixture.
Ah, I know someone who's good at alchemy.
Really? Would he help us?
I don't think so. She's actually the cook in the rats' camp.
Oh, the same old story.
The rats are lovely, and you folks are easy to get along with, too. Why don't you like each other?
Oh, it all went a bit badly wrong. We had had a long journey. We lay down in the rubbish to have a bit of a rest. At some point, I woke up and saw a rat nibbling at one of my fingers. She must have mistook me for a discarded titbit. I only realised this much later. I was very surprised and shouted very loudly.
Ew! And then?
Gulliver jumped up to defend me. In doing so, he pushed over a heap of junk that buried him as well as the leg of the fleeing rat. Gulliver was shouting wild threats out and trying to free himself from the rubbish. I went over to the little rat to try and help her. She must have took fright. She gnawed off her leg and limped away.
That's truly a tragic story.
Since then, Gulliver believes all rats have it in for us. He wants to protect me. He won't let any rat into the vicinity of our home and has forbidden Nate and myself to talk to them.
But if Ethel the cook wanted to help, would you let her?
Of course. Why not? We just mustn't tell Gulliver about it. He would never allow a rat into our house.
That's the smaller of the two problems. The larger is Ethel. Even if you find the right paint, Gulliver thinks it would still take weeks to complete the delivery.
It's hard work, and Gulliver is working as quickly as he can.
There must be a faster way to build the slates.
Nate thinks so too. That's why he built the constructor. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
It would make things go faster.
Well, not much faster. It would still take a few hours.
Nate and Gulliver seem to have gnome blood in their veins.
No, Nate has no blood. Gulliver might have something sticky in him.
That's, not what I meant. I meant they both like to invent things.
That's right. They used to make things together, but now, because Gulliver has so much to do, he doesn't have any time for it anymore. I know, but Papa is only working hard so he'll have more time for you later.
I think it's great what you've done for yourselves here. The workshop, this cave.
We have tried really hard, and it will do for us. A little home for a little family.
I think Gulliver sees that differently. Seems to me he's already planning for life in a palace.
He's very optimistic. I think we should be content with what we have. If you're always dreaming about the future, you miss the here and now.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
Who said that?
I read it on someone's wall, so it must be true. Gulliver's very enthusiastic about Bill.
Yes, he thinks he will help us.
But you don't think so?
Oh, what do I know? I'm just a simple girl trying to take care of her family. But my head was chopped off just because I'm a zombie. I'm really not sure if the people in Seastone will take to us, however hard we might try.
I suggest you keep on going for now. In the meantime, I'll go and see if I can win Ethel over to our cause.
You do that.
Take care, Nate, and you have nothing to fear from us, gnomes.
Yes, Nate. Wilbur is a gnome. You remember them from your book, don't you? Nate has a book about the races in Avantasia. It's his favourite. I have to read it to him every evening. Yes, a gnome.
Yes, gnomes.
Nate thinks he has at last found another inventor.
Inventor?
The book says that all gnomes love tinkering and inventing.
Oh, gnome.